Hello, everyone, and welcome to Marabella's Voice. I am going to give you the latest update on the stimulus package. So stay tuned and remember to subscribe to my channel so that way I could keep on giving you great content that is both informational and educational. We haven't really gotten a direct answer if we are going to be receiving more stimulus check or not. But in this interview that was done to President Trump, he asked a question and it stated that yes, there was going to be a new stimulus package. How much? He said it was going to be generous. So does that mean it's going to be more than 1,200? Could it be that $2,000 that they had proposed before? We don't know. But at least we know it's going to be generous. It could be a combination of direct stimulus payment and other things. We still don't know. The good news is that at least he did stated that yes, we are going to be receiving a generous stimulus package. And that's what we're going to be looking at in the next few weeks, as he stated.
I have a lot of viewers in Florida, Ohio, Wisconsin, Michigan, who are still struggling economically, sir. They spent all of that first stimulus check. Are you going to get them a second stimulus
Yeah, we
check?
are. Look, we had this.
When? When are you going to get it?
We had this going better than anybody's ever seen before. We had the best job numbers, the best economics, the best economy we've ever had. And then we had the virus come in from China, and now we're rebuilding it again. We will be doing another stimulus package. It'll be very good. It'll be very generous. And
How much? How much? People want to know.
You'll find out about it. You'll find out.
When are you going to do it? When are you going to announce it?
I think over the next, I think it's going to be bipartisan. I think it's going to be over the next couple of weeks probably.
So in an interview done by a reporter to President Trump, he asked the question, is there going to be more stimulus checks? Well, we have known already for a few weeks since the new proposal from the Democratic Party. They proposed 1,200 stimulus check direct payment to all Americans. Now, the Republicans haven't really said that much, except giving little hints lately from Steve Mnuchin and also from the U.S. economist. So there was an article released this afternoon by the Washington Post, which it says here, Trump tells aides he supports second round of stimulus checks, but the White House division remains. What does that mean? So what they're trying to say is that the president and the Democrats, they are in favor of more direct payments. But the senator and some administration officials are very worried about the cost, meaning that they're very scared what the deficit is going to be like because of all this money going out to the Americans and the pandemic. So they're afraid of all of that. But what they're saying here is that they do actually support, and they know that this is a priority. The Democrats and the Republicans know that it's a priority. Now, is everybody going to receive a stimulus check in the second round? Again, we still don't know because all of this is still in the table. But what I could tell you is that all of this is getting considered, and they are talking about it right now because it states it right here. Also, I noticed here that it said other conservative White House officials and influential congressional Republicans opposed the plan, expressing concerns with the impact of tremendous level of new spending on the deficit. Some White House officials have also argued internally that the checks were pocketed by Americans rather than spent on the economy. Now, let's think of this. So everybody usually, even people that are in the worst scenario, you always try to save just a little bit, right? For those rainy days, for anything that you might actually need in an emergency. So what happened is that when the whole pandemic occurred, that the economy closed down, people started panicking. People got scared the same way that when there's a hurricane, what do people do? They actually go out and they spend what they don't even have, right? So that's what happened. A lot of people, believe it or not, they actually use probably all of their spending just to be able to get all those things that they needed, just in case they didn't know how long the economy was going to be closed. So think about that. People did not know what was going to happen. People spent a lot of money in actually trying to buy extra meat, extra supplies, extra water, extra everything. So because they didn't know how long it was going to be closed. So they're saying that the Americans, they pocketed that money. Now, I don't really believe that's true. I think that a lot of people that use that money, that was their emergency money, they probably try to recuperate a little bit of it, and maybe they're saving it because they don't know what's going to happen. And they have to understand that there's a natural process that the mind goes through, because when there's uncertainty, these things are all common. It's just like, think about it. Think about your pet. You always give food to your pet, right? But what happens if you let your dog go for hours without eating because let's say you left and you couldn't get home in time? Okay, when a dog goes into starvation mode, what happens is that your dog starts actually getting any kind of food that he finds and putting it away. And if you do not believe me, look and observe at your animal. They put everything away because they know that he might not be able to get food, so he is scared. So it's a natural mechanism that if an animal does it, what do you expect from humans? We're doing the same thing. So humans did the same thing, and we actually tried to put some of that money away to be able to help us just in case. Think about this. This got approved on March. The stimulus checks, people did not receive it for a while. And then on top of that, some people still have not received it. Not everybody has received the stimulus checks. The ones that have, it has been, great. It has helped them, but how long did it help them? We only received one time stimulus check of $1,200. And that's not for everyone, because you already know that dependents that were elderly did not get that. And also, if you were a student over the age of 17, you didn't get it either. So in reality, how long could a person that's going through unemployment, that's going through the struggle of waiting, even if you're waiting for your PPP or your EIDL loan, it's normal. We've been since April, May, June. Who knows if this is going to be July or even August that we're going to get another stimulus check.
This is still going to take a few weeks because we don't really know if it's going to be, 1 week or 2 weeks, hopefully less. But in reality, we don't know. But what we do know is that the Senate and the House are trying to be able to do this in a bipartisan way. So that way, once they do have that information, we could provide it to you, and that way we can know when we're going to get that stimulus check that everybody's been waiting for. If you like the information that we have provided, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. And remember to always stay tuned with Marabella's Voice, so that way we can keep on giving you great contents of issues that affects all of us. Take care, and I'll see you next time.